digital recordings, analog sound? Well, this comment or question comes from Lefteris in Crete, Greece. He writes, if nowadays all studio recordings are being structured by digital process, why are we talking so much about the superiority of vinyl? Does it make any sense to search for the analog format of a sound that was originally created through the digital process? I find this a fascinating question, and I'll tell you why. We judge everything by analog. You know, when we make a digital recording, I mean, this is an analog tape deck, right? But when we make a digital recording, say on DSD, which is up here in the Octave recording studio, how good it sounds, we used to say, wow, that I can't even tell it's digital. It sounds analog. Well, wait a minute. What does that mean? Analog, whether it's this tape deck or vinyl, is a pretty limited format. Its dynamic range is limited to 60, 70 dB. We're digital, just CDs are 100 dB of dynamic range, and high resolution's 120 dB, and there's no noise. Yet, we judge everything based on how close it sounds to this ancient machine or vinyl. And the reason is that for many, many years, and still into today, analog, by means of tape or vinyl, sounds very lifelike. And digital has aspired to be as lifelike as analog. But the fact is, the truth is that in the proper circumstances, like DSD, like properly recorded PCM on CDs, we can now get rid of that term sounding like analog and go towards the real term that we want to talk about, sounding live. Does it sound like the musicians are in the room? Does it sound like, oh God, is that live? Is it live or Memorex? Yeah, right. Memorex never sounded live. But that's the true test. That's where we need to be. We need to take analog out of the vernacular that we use as audiophiles, because God help me, if our recordings at the Octave Recording Studio sound analog, I'm worried, right? I'm worried because I don't want tape hiss. I don't need limited dynamic range. No. I don't want our recordings and the best recordings in the world to sound like analog. I want them to sound live. That's the criteria. That's what we're shooting for. Live, not analog. Okay, great question. Thanks for the discussion and the stimulation. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.